Welcome to Good Shepherd Barrhaven. I'm Father Stephen Silverthorne, and I'm the minister here. If we haven't met, it is great to be seen. But even if you were a regular at our church, I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other. Not to worry, we'll soon be able to meet again. Starting on September the 13th, we're resuming in-person worship services here at Good Shepherd at 10 a.m. every Sunday. Now, I know that we've all had our lives turned upside down these past few months because of COVID-19. That's meant a lot of anxiety and worry. There is, after all, a dangerous virus out there, and we need to keep ourselves safe from it. But we also need places of comfort and normalcy to help us through these tough times. Church is one of those places. It gives us the chance to see people we love. And of course, it reminds us that we have a God who loves us and watches over us. Now, Good Shepherd has been consulting with public health officials to put together a safe and worshipful service for everyone to enjoy. You can find the detailed specifics of this plan on our website if you navigate to goodshepherdbarrhaven.ca. Now, you can get the details there, but we thought it would be helpful for you to visualize how Sunday will actually work. And so therefore, we've put this video together. We'll be introducing you to the safety procedures our church is implementing. I hope it helps you feel more comfortable joining us again as in-person worship resumes. Of course, after you've watched this, if you still have questions or concerns, please give us a call or email us. We're always trying to improve. Let's start off by looking at how to reserve a spot at the worship service. Now, public health protocols require us to limit the number of people allowed in the church building at any given time, and so we've put in an online reservation system to help us with that. It keeps us from getting too full in the building, and it also means we don't have to turn away anyone at the door. Of course, some of you may prefer using the telephone, and so if you do, you can make a reservation by calling Paula, our church secretary, at this number, 613-720-6038. If you're a bit more tech savvy and don't mind doing this online, here's how you do it. To reserve a spot online, begin by visiting our website at goodshepherdbarrhaven.ca. Scroll down to the In-Person Worship Services section and click it. This will take you to the In-Person Worship page. There you'll find some information about the safety protocols we'll be following for worship. Find the yellow button near the top of the page that says Reserve a Spot and click it. This will take you to the reservation page. You'll notice that it features the event name, Sunday morning worship, as well as the church's name. There, hit the orange Select a Date button. The next page will list dates for upcoming Sundays. In this example, the page lists September 13th, 20th, and 27th. Choose the date or dates you'd like to reserve by clicking the orange Tickets button on the right. Choose the number of people attending by clicking the box on the top right. This lets us know if you'll need a single chair or if you'll be sitting with other members of your household. After you've chosen the number of people, hit the orange Register button near the bottom of the screen. You'll be asked to fill in your contact information with name and email address. If you wish, you can check one of the boxes underneath the Contact section. If you check the first box, you'll receive an email each time we host a new event. If you check the second box, you'll receive an email whenever an event is held near Barrhaven, including events from other churches or organizations. You're welcome to leave these blank if you prefer not to receive any notifications. Once you've completed the form, hit the Register button. You're now registered for the worship service. Please note the date you're registered for. Within a few minutes, You should also receive an email confirming your registration and listing the date and time of the service. You're done registering. Now let's move on to the service. In this section of our video, we'll walk you through your experience from when you arrive at the church to when you leave. As you arrive, you'll notice 2 bulletins posted on the door. These have been provided by Ottawa Public Health. Note the list of symptoms common to those infected with COVID. If you're experiencing any of these, you should return home and take a COVID test to determine if you've been infected. Also note that a mask must be worn when entering the church building. If you've forgotten to bring a mask from home, please take one of the masks which are provided. When you enter the building, there will be a table set up to the left of the entrance. Sanitize your hands and sign the attendance log using one of the clean pens provided. This step is required by the health department to comply with contact tracing regulations. Once you've signed, place the pen in the used box and take your seat. Restrictions have been placed on singing in public, but otherwise the service will follow the same pattern we used prior to the pandemic. At the time of the Eucharist, the priest will bless wafers and wine. He or she will consume the priest's wafer, but the congregation's wafers will be kept in a covered container until it's time to administer. Only the priest will consume the blessed wine. Once the consecration of the wafers and wine is done, the priest will sanitize their hands and stand in front of the altar. The congregation is now invited to come forward one by one or in household groups. Wait until the person before you has received, and then come forward, following the directional arrows marked on the floor. When you arrive at the altar, please sanitize your hands, then pull down your mask to receive. Then sanitize again before returning to your seat. Once the service is over and the congregation has been dismissed, volunteers will carefully sanitize the building. This includes chairs, door handles, light switches, and all surfaces which may be touched throughout the service. Remember that we'll continue to offer online services throughout the pandemic for those who cannot attend. So don't feel any pressure to come in person if you have any concerns about your health. We hope to see you soon, and God willing, to break bread together again.